Hi, everyone, and welcome to Date March 10th. We're so happy and excited to be here with y'all. Please make sure that you have somewhere to write down everything that we're going to be learning today. And Angela, welcome. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you, Cynthia. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar for March 10th. Today, we are going to try to give you some ideas to keep growing your business and try some things in different ways. So we're going to focus on our spotlight. Our product spotlight will be the Vital Use Deep Cleansing Set, one of those 4 special sets that are on that have a special price this month. We'll also work on calculating sales and commission goals with that set, and we'll have a challenge using that one as well for this week. We're going to, for business tools, I'm just going to quickly review where all your skincare materials are one more time, because we want to dedicate more time to a special interview that we will have today with one of our super sales leaders using virtual presentation of products. So Maricarmen Armenta will be here visiting with us and chatting about some of the tips that she has. Also, part of what we'll talk about is kind of how she demonstrates how to use her personal website and using a tutorial. And I will show you how to do similar projects on your own in our tech tips for this week. So our spotlight is going to be on our Vital Use Deep Cleansing Set. As you already know, this is part of the whole Vital Use line. We're covering a lot of different skincare needs of gentle cleansing for any skin type, but also deeper cleansing to exfoliate, to tone our skin, to give it that renewal and recovery as needed. And so when we look at this set, we're talking about the Micellar Makeup Remover. And that's going to be something that we apply just to a cotton round. I usually take 2 of these, make sure they're well soaked, and then you're going to just gently pat to remove your makeup, right? So you can do your eyes and just kind of work your way out like this on your face and neck and chest area as needed. And my micellar makeup remover has those little, almost like magnets, right? The little micelles that are going to, one end will attach to the cotton round and the other end is going to work like a little magnet to pull makeup, dirt, and any other impurities that you have on your skin. It's going to help pull those out in a gentle way without having to create friction on your skin. Literally just by tapping, those little magnets are just sucking that off your skin. So it's a wonderful product for sensitive skin, for mature skin, or any skin type for that gentle cleansing. Then we would go in and use our micro peeling cream. I know I don't have it in the exact order, but you would use your after you remove makeup, you would use your micro peeling cream just once or twice a week to remove those impurities, the buildup on our skin of dead skin cells or dirt or oil that can lead to blackheads and other issues. Sometimes too, our skin just looks dull when it's not regenerating fast enough and getting rid of those dead skin cells on its own. So it needs a little help, especially after our 20s, right? Like the 20s, it's still doing a lot of that on its own. After about age 25, sometimes that slows down and we need an exfoliant to get rid of those dead skin cells so that we're telling our body to regenerate and make our skin look glowy and fresh again. And then you would follow that up with the intensive renewal mask about once a week or twice a week, where you would rinse off the micro peeling cream, apply the intensive renewal mask, and let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes. This is really great hydrating. It's going to help realign your contours, boost that elasticity in your skin, reduce the appearance of wrinkles. It's great for just like taking away the fatigue and signs of stress that we can see on our skin. So you would just sit back and relax for 15 to 20 minutes with that mask on and then rinse it off. You would follow all of that up with the clarifying tonic, which again, you would use a cotton round, maybe 2. Get the tonic or soak them with the tonic. And again, this one I just rub gently, avoiding the eye area to tone your skin, to balance out your combination areas of your face, to remove any remaining impurities and really tighten up those pores, especially after exfoliating or using the intensive renewal mask. Make sure you're always following up with a tonic to remove any residue that's left over and tighten up your pores again so that it's less likely to get back in them, right? So this set in itself has the focus area of giving us that really deep clean. However, you would obviously still recommend a moisturizer based on your customer's skin type and skincare needs. If you are not sure how to recommend a moisturizer, go ahead and check out our Vital Use training that we did last week. We have the recording for you in the Used Weekly. You can check that out and become an expert on all the products from the Vital Use line. But make sure that, you know, they're cleansing, they're exfoliating, they're toning, etc. But we also need to add in a moisturizer for a complete routine if someone's starting this kind of from scratch. So, if you are focusing on this set, oh, and I have a picture of the basic skincare set. We're talking about the deep cleansing set. But if you're doing your commission calculator of like, okay, how much could I earn really promoting the deep cleansing set this week? If I sell the deep cleansing set and I'm reaching pro consultant status, I have my $500 minimum in personal sales volume, making 30% with my little bonus for pro consultant on this set right now with March pricing, I would be making $42.31. So that means I would want to sell at least 4 of these sets to reach that pro consultant status this month and be earning that per set. And so my total earnings, if I were to sell 4 sets of this deep cleansing set at that commission rate, I would be making at least $169.24 in commissions just for selling those 4 sets. So you can just keep those numbers in mind, use these calculations to help reach to set your goals for this week and reach them using, you know, the materials that we already have available for you and the knowledge that you already have about our Vital Use line. Any questions? Go ahead and let us know in the chat. And I will go ahead and get started with our consultant challenge for this week. So this week, our challenge is to sell the deep cleansing set. So we need to make sure we have a direct product link for that. So please make sure you open up a browser. You can go ahead and do this with me right now. Go ahead and open up your personal website in a browser. So I would be on my phone, I'd be in Chrome. You could be in Edge or Safari or whatever you have. That is a browser. Open up your personal website from Used and go into the menu and select Shop. From there, you can go into sets or offers, promos and offers to get to the Vital Use Deep Cleansing Set, or you can just search for it in the search bar. And then we want to go ahead and choose our URL from the top and click on it. Make sure it highlights just by clicking on it. If it's not highlighting, click in somewhere else and then click on it again. It should highlight for you and select copy. So go ahead and find your set, get your direct product link. Let me know in the chat when you're done with that. We're going to send it off to Cesar, so that if you, between now and Thursday, if you sell 1 or more of the Vital Use Deep Cleansing sets, you will get a 5 ml lavender essential oil for free with this consultant challenge. So please make sure you write that onto your to-do list. It's just 1 set to get this extra incentive, 4 sets to reach pro consultant status. Even if you're at 0 sales right now, sell 4 of these sets. Look at our Vital Use training guide to become an expert on all of the special qualities. I know I gave you a quick review, but you have so much information in your product manual sheets and in the Vital Use training document to really feel like a pro. You could do a whole demonstration on these 4 products and then maybe add in some moisturizer options so that your customers can choose from them. But this is a great opportunity of some of our most potent products that people are going to try and feel the difference and fall in love with really easily by selling at least one of these sets this week. Okay, I see we are wrapping up, sending that direct product link to Cesar. Those of you who are using Bitly, you might notice that your Bitly has already saved that link for you, and you can just share the Bitly. That's one of the nice things about using that shortener website with Bitly, is that you have like a whole list of your links that are already made for you. You just search and they will pop right up. So all right, perfect. So now I'm just going to do a quick review. Like I've said, there's lots of different materials. Skincare is kind of a more complex topic, right? There's a lot of different ingredients in the Vital Use line. There's some specialty skincare that comes along with that, etc. So I want to show you some of our key skincare training and guides that we have available for you. One more time, just a quick review. Remember, if you go into your virtual office under spas, spa tools, you can get the wellness event guide for skincare. Really simple script-like setup, to help you do an in-person demonstration or a virtual demonstration with any of those products from the Vital Use line. Also in virtual office, if you go into training and product training, you'll see there's a customer brochure for Vital Use. There's a consultant product guide, which is a little bit shorter. And then there's the consultant training doc, which has like everything, right? So it's the very complete one. That's like what I use if I'm going to be doing training on Vital Use. Like that's the every detail about every ingredient, perfect guide for all your questions. And then just reach out to us if you have any other questions and are not sure how to combine some of those pieces together. All right. Oh, and I see in the chat, some of you have already printed the training doc so that you have it ready. What a great resource to just keep along with you, to do quick social media content, to check in with your customers, to produce demonstrations and share them with others. So that's a really cool set to have available to answer basically any question that might come up. Thank you for sharing. And then also there are individual product manuals. Some people might just prefer to look at the individual product, or if you have a customer who's buying a set and you want to be able to send these out to them as part of your follow-up routine, just go onto your personal website, look up the specific Vital Use product by itself. Remember, our sets are not posted here. Our sets are only on the shopping website. But here, just look up an individual product, go to where it says download file, and you can get that little manual page. I usually just take a screenshot, so it's just like a cute little picture of it, and send it off to my customers so they have it as a reference. And also, if you haven't done so yet, please go into the training tab on your consultant app and complete your skincare wellness event guide certification as well. Just helps us feel more confident about some of those big ideas that are in the wellness event guide. So any questions about that, let us know, but that is all under spas or training, product training in virtual office. You can also find those in your consultant app. They're organized very similarly, just like they are in virtual office. So then today we are going to be talking about prospecting and sales, focusing on the L in sales of leading a presentation. And today we're going to focus on virtual presentations. So remember, when we're talking about the sales method, that means we're searching for new people. We're asking them to attend a presentation. We are leading the presentation, and we have in-person formats and virtual formats, all kinds of ways that we can do that. E is for engage them in selling or sponsoring or in buying or sponsoring, and S is for supporting them with that follow-up for our customers or our new consultants. So today we have a special guest along with us. Maricarmen Armenta is going to be joining us, I believe. Is she able to log in yet, I wonder? So is there any update on Maricarmen? Otherwise, I can also give kind of her tips as a review. We'll see. She was going to try to join us so that she could share her tips with you live. If not, I can always do that for us as well. Let's see. So Maricarmen Armenta, if you don't know her, let us know in the chat if you already know her. I love her. She's a total pro. She's very brave and tries all these new things. She works with Cesar a lot. She's up to on TikTok. Maricarmen has currently 25.4 thousand followers. Isn't that amazing? Like she's awesome. And she has really embraced the idea of presenting about use products virtually. I'm going to see if she's able to connect with us. I know she's going to be meeting us in the Spanish webinar, but she was going to try to maybe connect with us in English. We'll see if she's able to. So in the meantime, I'm going to start just kind of going over some of the ideas. We've already had kind of a pre-chat with her where she shared a lot of her best tips. And I'm going to share some with you now. So I'm going to stop sharing just for a little bit. Let's see. So I can pull up my notes, because I'm telling you, Maricarmen is a pro beyond any of the things that I've even tried. She has been posting to TikTok for probably over a year, 2 to 3 times a day, very consistent, has some really great strategies that have worked wonders for her business. Here I have my set of notes, and I'll just start going over them a little bit with you, and we'll see if she's able to join us to share her tips as well. So Maricarmen has been with Use for a nice long time. With our more recent push to try reaching more people via social media, to keep up with sales at this time. She has really embraced TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube as the platforms that she uses the most to do her virtual product demonstrations with Used. So when she is having the most success tends to be in TikTok, but she also uses Instagram and YouTube. So the majority of her sales are coming from that area of revenue with virtual sales, people viewing her content on TikTok, clicking on her link, going to her website, and purchasing products based on her wide variety of demonstrations that she has posted. And so we kind of talked to Maricarmen in our pre-chat that we already did of some of her best tips and strategies that she's used that have worked really well for her so far. So first, let's just talk about what she does for reels, like for content that is recorded ahead of time and then posted, right? We're also going to talk about live virtual presentations, which are more like lives where she's in the moment and customers are asking questions and she's answering them and things like that, right? So when we talked to Maricarmen about how
She's
she
stay here.
creates, is she here?
Yes, she already. Please, Mari Carmen, put your yes.
Is she here? Okay,
Sorry,
good. Good. I'm glad. Thank
I was
you.
stuck my camera. So sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I was just starting because I was like, oh, I know she was going to try for English, but we had said I would also help. So that's okay. Perfect. Good. Thank you so much for being here. Well, I just talked you up a lot and was just sharing how your enormous success that you've had with virtual presentations of used products. And so, Maricarmen, how many years have you been working with used? Do you know approximately how many years you've been selling used products?
Yeah, I start to be consultant since 2008.
Wow.
Only I start to use the products and share with all the coworkers around us.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Uh-huh.
The account was work only because they were a big family, using all the stuff they knew we were using. That's it.
Yeah.
But I start seriously to make the business with the pandemic.
Okay. Yeah. So during the pandemic is when it really took off online, like with the online presence. Is that kind of the factor that changed is presenting online?
Yeah.
Or was it, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm
So,
sorry.
or was it still like the same contacts that you had already made in your network were more interested during that time?
I start to make some calls before with the
Okay.
people who got products long time ago, the coworkers.
Yeah.
Or I start to Cesar called me because after my husband in 2010, he called me, hey, you have business. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
no, you need to know I was really afraid to be behind the no.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I said, no, maybe people is going to be busy. Maybe no. All the no's in front of me were a great wall to block.
Okay. Yeah. No, right. And I bet
Then
a lot of people tend to feel that way at the beginning, right? Is we're afraid to say no, so we don't even ask enough to hear all of the yeses, right?
exactly at the end, I start to make some demonstrations and try it a little bit with a lot of first, doesn't matter. I tried some. But in pandemia, I start informal calling all the people
Okay. Yeah.
got products.
Yeah.
Few months later, after one of the programs like Coco Sanchez right now.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the courses that we take. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. After one of that course, I start to make all the tips gathers. You know, the get your link tree, open Instagram,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
bio in this with this all this information.
Yeah.
To be following instructions.
Yeah. So you took that new opportunity, you went for it, and you got your social media set up with Linktree and all of those things. And now, I mean, the platforms that you use the most are I was just mentioning like TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, and YouTube, right? Like those are the main. Do you use YouTube or mostly just Instagram and TikTok?
Facebook, because it's
Facebook too. Okay.
Instagram directly to Facebook.
Yep.
And YouTube is like a library, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
with some large videos.
Okay.
Maybe is getting that. The
Yeah.
shorts.
Okay.
And
Perfect.
mhm.
So those are the platforms that you use the most. Now, can we talk a little bit? We know that you are such a pro with virtual presentations, right? So I would like to ask you a few questions about what you do since you've had such an enormous success with your virtual content creation, right? So I'm going to ask some questions about what you do for reels, like when you're recording things ahead of time and posting them, and then some questions about what you do live, where you are interacting with customers in real time. So can we talk first about reels, like when you're recording something? How do you tend to begin a reel? Like if you're going to sit down and record a video, what do you say at the beginning? Well, how do you, I mean, do you say hi? Do you talk about a customer need right away? Do you use hook phrases? What do you tend to do to start a reel?
Well, the real I know is a really important video to be watch and rewatch a lot of times.
Right.
I know the first is all the people in the network is really smart. Then I'm going directly to the goal I want to share in that video, directly to the benefit and directly with how to use, know how. The, if imagine if the products are like this, this is dolor de rodilla or pain.
Yeah.
Take this set.
Okay.
Maybe that's it.
Okay.
And
And
then
are they usually pretty short? Are they usually
I prefer, because the reaction in the most of my videos, shorts videos, the reaction is really best and is really with more interaction when the people is asking. And then I decide to start to make videos, but I prefer to make maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 short videos about the same goal.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, that makes sense. It's kind of like bulk, what do they call it? Like layering your content, right? So that your viewers see that same idea multiple times. Because a lot of us too, when we see an idea, we don't always buy right away, right? We aren't always convinced right away. So I think that's a great strategy of talking about that same topic multiple times, multiple products, multiple routines that people can try. And I think that's a great idea. Now, when you're preparing a reel, right, you have your products out, you're going to record maybe up to 6 videos at a time to have them all done like in one sitting, right? But do you use a script? Or how do you prepare your ideas beforehand?
The best information is from the guides, the demonstration guides. That the information is really fluid and no very technical words.
Right. Yes.
The other way, I use Post-it maybe in my phone with just the words remind me exactly the order to be talking about. And maybe the video I repeat, I try to get ready maybe after 5 or 6 times.
Right. Right.
But the perfection in these videos is to be natural.
Mhm.
is not the professional we remember from the TV,
Right. Right.
because
You're connecting, right?
it's connecting with me. The
Mhm.
product is going to be sold by itself. The
Right.
product is not needing me.
Right.
I need to be natural, and people is going to be believing in my words because my style is fresh. It's
Yeah.
like me.
Right. Right. Yes, absolutely. And I think that is such a big part of marketing nowadays, right? And nowadays we need to be real and believable, authentic. We have to have that credibility, and not sound like a robotic, like scripted commercial, right? So I think that is
Uh,
spot on. And Carmen, quick question. Do you look at yourself in the screen as you record, or do you look at your back camera? Or what is this one called? Our front camera? Do you look at this camera,
of
or do you
course,
look at
I
yourself?
need to see. No, I need to see my expression.
Oh, okay, okay. Because I feel like I get kind of self-conscious when I'm looking at my own face. So I tend to talk to this camera to pretend that's a person. But for you, it works well to be able to see your scene and your setup and your expression. Okay,
And the other
perfect.
way is because
Uh-huh.
the video sometimes I'm talking about products like this, not
Uh-huh.
nothing in my hands.
Yeah.
Enough to be moving hands, or my expression of getting
Okay.
close or
Right.
far, and
Right.
I can see that.
Right. So you want to know where you are in your space, which makes perfect sense. As long as I think you have like such great confidence, you can just do it without feeling
I
self-conscious or nervous about it.
I
No,
really
that's great. Thank
go.
you, Maricarmen, because I know I mean, there's different ways to do it for different people, and just finding a way that your personality can come through the camera, right? And so, and I think, and obviously you've done a great job. You have a huge following. Lots of people are excited to hear what you have to say. And so when you're posting reels, they're kind of short. You have, okay, we have this need. Here are the products. Here's the benefits. Here's what you do to work with that need. But how do you create a culture in which people are going to your website and making a purchase, where they are buying the used products? How do you get people to your website and, buying from you?
I post a video
Mhm.
with my phone. I made the video with my tablet,
Mhm.
and between them, my hand moving the screen, you
Oh, yeah.
like this. They can see the phone and the
Uh-huh.
movement with
Okay.
my voice.
Yeah.
In life is every time I'm recommending something, going to my bio and the
Mhm.
link tree and the store, the website.
Yeah. So just a quick note for anyone. So Mari Carmen already has, like on TikTok, for example, a huge following. So she definitely gets to post her link and email and all those things on TikTok. Those of you who are new to TikTok, once you hit 1,000 followers, you have more options to post your link tree and things like that on your profile. So that's just a heads up too, is like sometimes you might just have your email there for a while in your TikTok bio until you reach over 1,000 followers, then you have more options. So we have, that image that I showed earlier of Mari Carmen's TikTok profile. You'll see that she has her link tree posted there, her email and her phone, which is just a really nice incentive to keep posting until you reach that bigger group of followers, right? Okay, so I had a couple of questions too about live presentations, right? So that's recording ahead of time. You get to fix it 6 times if you need to, right? You get to practice those a little bit. But you also do live presentations. What does that look
Yeah,
like usually? Is that
doing
in Zoom, or is that on social media as well?
no, it's social media. I think I need to go with the in their place
Mm-hmm.
between the people, no calling people to be with me, because this is really hard. I
Yeah. It is hard. People are busy, right? People are busy. And
no, no,
I mean, and invitations I think do work for certain settings, but on a platform like TikTok, like you said, you already have your followers there. People are already there in that space. So just being there at peak times has worked for you, that enough people tend to connect, right? Was it always like that, or were there some like very quiet lives sometimes? In the early days, did it feel like you were presenting to yourself, or did you still get quite a few people watching?
I start talking about like a storyteller and
Uh-huh.
story, how I start to be consultant, what maybe a conversation with a friend or something like this,
Yeah.
using my products,
Yeah.
opening,
I'm
and
just putting hand
you
cream
need
on.
to know what's up, and yeah, because I was, well, I don't know if you know who I am and whatever, but it's
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
not talking. The real way is not talking about me. It's talking about the story,
Uh-huh.
and people is really curious, and they start
Yeah.
to be
Okay.
there, and that's it.
Okay. So you had to be kind of patient and just wait for people to join, and you're
Yeah,
telling stories as you're going.
I'm going
That's
to start in Instagram
uh-huh.
this Wednesday.
Okay.
I'm going to start in Spanish, but my goal is to start some in English because I
Awesome.
need to improve my English. Is
No, I
practicing.
think you're doing great. Yeah, no, that's awesome.
And in the other way, this is the first time,
Uh-huh.
and this is not the regular life. It's going to be a class, aromatherapy class
Okay.
in short time, but with invitations. It's my first time. I'm so nervous.
But I bet you'll do great, and even if I think we all get a few times when we try something new and we get crickets, like where you think a bunch of people are going to show up and then no one shows up. But, like I feel like anytime we do any of these presentations, if they are recorded and they are still in our social media profile, we can always use them for something later, right? We can always post them later, always share them out via message to people who need it. Um, I know you said the other day, like you feel like you have such a huge library of resources created, right? Like such a variety of videos and content made that you can share out as people need it as well, which no opportunity is wasted, right? So good. I hope you get lots of people to show up and take part in your first aromatherapy course on Instagram. Okay, and I wanted to ask, oh, one other difference, and we kind of talked about this a little bit, but how is your speaking different when, like if you have your post-it or your wellness event guide ready for a recorded video, is it pretty different how you share about the products when you're doing a live video?
Yeah,
Is it pretty
and
different?
I'm inviting to answer questions,
Uh-huh.
doing the consultant with people. Then I'm starting saying questions from my personal WhatsApp or something like this,
Mm-hmm.
and answering. Then people is starting to ask.
Right.
Then
So you
it's
can get it warmed up. A lot of people have been asking me about, right? Like you can bring the questions to them if needed. Okay. Yeah, that's great.
oh, you can see. This is the list
Uh-huh.
of the names of the people
Mm-hmm.
and what they have. Is Artebello have this pain is, I don't know the name in English.
Oh, I'm not sure
In
either.
this
Uh-huh.
tunnel piano, I don't know.
Oh, carpal tunnel. Yes, carpal tunnel. Yes. Uh-huh.
Esther is burning her foot, and Sonia is with stress. And I'm writing names.
Yeah.
And
As they pop up in the comments. Uh-huh. Okay.
and the videos, I'm not saying nothing about a name. If
Uh-huh.
answering a question, the question is in my the top of the video. I'm not reading because
Right,
it's
right.
reading is not taking time to repeat. I'm
Okay.
going directly to the goal.
Okay. Perfect. And I can just see why a lot of people would connect to listen to you. I think you're a good, confident speaker. You're doing great in English, and I've heard you speak lovely Spanish. I feel like you're a very good presenter. And I think that, like you said, sometimes when we try something new, it can make us nervous, but you're doing so great and you have such a presence, and you're a role model for us for this virtual presentation aspect of our business. And all of the things we can do with that, right? And
And I want
go ahead.
to say only something.
Uh-huh.
If you don't want to see your own face,
Mm-hmm.
start to take some selfies.
Yeah. Yeah.
because you are awesome. And people love your eyes, your style, your smile. They don't want that intensive lady talking about very strong. They
Yeah.
want you.
Just yourself. Yeah. I love that. I love that. That's great advice. And I think it's just one of those skills that we practice and we fine tune. We thank you for all of your tips because I think it's so nice to have that starting place, right? To know how to get started with that process. But feel free to reach out to us if you have questions. We can share them with Maricarmen. She's such a great role model for us in this virtual environment of leading a presentation, but in lots of different virtual environments with our social media presence. So thank you so much, Carmen. Can we give her a applause in the chat, please? She did a
And
great job
doesn't
sharing
matter
with us.
if you are deciding to make the business only in presence, you need your bio. Doesn't matter.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you, Maricarmen, for sharing with us. We're so happy to have you here. And I'm just going to wrap up a few minutes of tech tips to help with some of these ideas that Carmen has shared and how to make some of this ready for your own business. Thank you so much, Maricarmen. So one of the things that Maricarmen mentioned is that she creates a little tutorial video that she can share to show her online customers how to use her personal website and shop, right? So she's telling them, go into my bio, go into my link tree. That's a really easy place for people to navigate quick direct product links. So you can do a video about your personal website, like I'm going to show you, or you can do a video about how to go into your personal profile on whatever social media platform you're using, show them where to click on the link, show them where it will take them and how to navigate the website. Because sometimes it's really easy for people and sometimes they struggle. So it's nice to have this resource. And there are two different ways that you can make this happen. So one option is the option that Maricarmen mentioned is she records a video with two devices, which means she has her own phone, pulls up her personal website on it, right, in a browser. So it looks just like how it would on a customer's phone, or she might pull up her TikTok profile and start from there, right? And then she uses a second device, which would be like a family member's phone or a tablet that you can prop up above it. My example, I did not have it setting on something, so sorry if it's moving a little bit. It was like a quick demonstration, but set it up on something still with good lighting so that they can just watch your finger as you tap on the screen. You might have to adjust screen brightness and things like that, but you can just show them where to click and exactly what to do next. And then that's something that you can post onto your social media, either to answer questions, like sometimes customers will ask how to shop, or just as one of your posts so that people know where to go. And then since you'd be recording it on another device, just make sure you send it to yourself so you have it and it's ready to go. So I'll show you an example of what that might look like.
To shop my website, just
so
go
that's
to my website.
My own voice. You can see my finger tapping. You could use a stylus as well.
Shop.
And you're just literally taking a video of your own hand on a device showing them what to do. So that is one really low-tech, simple way to get this done quickly without any editing software, any extra apps. You just record what it looks like and show them what to do, okay? Another option is a little bit more tech intensive. Let's see, let me go. Okay, so the second option is to use your phone to create a screencast and then edit it. This requires a little bit more tech, but it's not terribly difficult to do. I love having this available just for like helping new consultants and things like that, but you could definitely try this out if you're feeling more tech savvy. So you can go in, I'm going to show you what it looks like on an iPhone, but anywhere from your iPhone, just swipe your finger down on the right-hand side of your screen, and that will open up this. This is called your control panel. Yes? On your control panel, if you just press your finger, go ahead and try this with me if you have a phone on you, right? So go ahead and just press your finger to the screen, and you're going to see that it kind of shows like where you could move all your control panel. Once you have it there in that like edit mode, that's just by pressing your finger on it for a minute and taking it off, right? That will show up. Then you can click to add a control. And there's a control specifically for screen recording. It looks like a little record button, right? So if that's not already on your control panel, make sure you add it. Let me know in the chat if you're following along okay, or if you have any questions. Maybe you already have this on yours for screencasting on your phone. And then once you've added that to your control panel, just tap it again to get out of that edit mode. And from there, come on, slides. All right, from there, you will be able to click on that little record button and record the screen of your phone. Now, if you just tap it, it's just going to record your screen, but not your voice. So if you want to record your voice, again, you're going to just press on that little recording button and hold it, and then remove your finger, and you will see that it gives you an option to turn your microphone on or off. So if you want your microphone to pick up your voice as you're doing your screencast, just go ahead and turn that on. And then you'll record the process on your own screen on your phone. And you'll see at the top, there will be like a little recording button. You can click to stop recording, and it will save that video right into, usually it's your photo, like your photos, but you can also choose to send it somewhere else when you're in this other step when you turn on your microphone. But you'll just hit stop. It'll send it to your camera reel or your camera roll, and you have that video made and ready to go. The only thing I usually do to add to this, when I'm clicking on my phone during a screencast, they can't see my finger. So it's not always very clear where we are clicking. So for that reason, if you choose to do the higher text like screencast version, you have to add the fingers. You have to add the arrows or finger as stickers or animations to show where you are clicking throughout your video. You can do that using Canva. You can just upload your video into Canva and add using elements like a little pointer finger or an arrow. You can do that in InShot, which is another video editing app. You could do that in CapCut, whatever you're more comfortable with. But it's really easy. Like I'm going to show you what it looks like in InShot. In InShot, you just upload your video, click new, and your video will show up. And each part of your video where you want a little sticker to show up and point at what you're clicking on, you just click the little sticker button and add one in, choose how long you want it to last, and keep doing that throughout your video. Add in a little sticker every time you point. So this is a higher tech option that requires adding something to your control panel in your phone, your control center in your phone. It requires doing a screencast with your voice and then adding on some stickers, a little more high tech, but definitely worth it for these materials that you're going to use over and over again. So let us know in the chat, would you want to do option A, recording one device with another device, or would you do option B, screencasting on your phone using a microphone and then adding in some stickers to show where you're clicking? All right. Let us know in the chat, what option do you see yourself doing to make a little tutorial for how to get to your shopping site from any of your social media platforms, or just by starting at the personal website. All right. And yes, I would try them both. It's nice to have both of them. You might have customers ask a lot on your content, how do I buy this, right? And you can reply to them with this video and it shows exactly what to do. Okay, so for our call to action this week, make sure you send your direct product link for the deep cleansing set to Cesar right away. Practice creating virtual demonstrations using some of your favorite tips from Maricarmen's interview that she had with us today. And just remember to record and post your tutorial that we just talked about for how to navigate and get to the point of shopping through your website, whether you're starting from your bio and social media all the way there, or whether you're starting from your personal website and going from there. And then remember to sell $500 or more in products or sets to be a pro consultant this month. Any questions, go ahead and let us know in the chat. If not, let's just keep working on each week, doing a little more than the last, learning something new, trying something new, and growing our business, being brave, just like Maricarmen was, and reaping the rewards of all that bravery and all that hard work. All right, awesome. Thanks so much to those of you who are catching the replay. Thanks so much for catching up with us. And those of you who are here live, stay a couple of minutes for some quick time-sensitive reminders.